Hi! Okay, I want to talk about love. I want to talk about love because I've been receiving emails and messages and questions from friends and colleagues and clients. And also, this topic has been coming up in coaching sessions quite a lot recently about finding love and looking for love and meeting that special someone, this concept of the one. Um, and because it's been such a common topic recently, I thought I would give you a breakdown of the steps around finding love that I know work and I know that can be helpful. So I'm going to break this up into two videos just because it's quite a lot of content. But just to outline it, the 7 steps that I've got is 1, stop looking. 2, release the blocks that are holding you back from finding that love. 3, give yourself what you desire. So don't wait for someone else to come and give it to you. Start giving it to yourself now. 4, love yourself. Obviously, if you can't love yourself, you can't be loved. 5, do the things you love doing. And it kind of goes hand in hand with stop looking, because you've got to stop looking, but you've also got to go to places where you can meet this person. So do things you love. 6, write a manifestation list, which it gets really, really clear on what it is you're looking for. And it's not just a physical thing, it's an emotional thing. How do you want to feel? What do you want to experience in this romantic love that you're looking for? And I'm going to change the word looking for to calling in, because when you're whole, you're ready and you're waiting for receiving rather than looking. And 7 is embodying what you want in another person. And one thing I wanted to start with before I go through those 7 steps is that I think really, really often women send out conflicting messages into the universe. So on one hand, they're saying, I want to find love, I want to fall in love, I want that love of my life. And on the other hand, they're also saying to the universe, until I'm skinny enough, or I'm earning enough money, or I've achieved this and this, I'm not worthy of love. So even though in their heart they're feeling that, yes, I really want this love, there's a subconscious limiting belief that says, I'm not worthy of love. I think we need to start there. So if you have this desire to call love into your life, pay attention if there is also an underlying subconscious belief that you are not deserving it. Because if you have that, then nothing's going to happen. So first, step 1, stop looking. Looking for love is like being a penis. And the way I mean that is that women by nature and our feminine qualities are about receiving. If you've ever had sex, then you would know what I'm talking about. We receive, we sit back, we allow things to come to us. And when we're out looking and actively trying to get what we're looking for and what we want, we're being like men, we're actioning it instead of being open to receive. And so when we're walking around being penises, it's really hard to be a woman and receive, because it's a really confusing message for men as well. They're like, oh, she's being a man, so I guess I don't have to be a man. And that doesn't help anyone. Stop looking. You're never going to find someone. Okay, that's not true. You will find someone if you're looking, but you probably won't find that soul that is in alignment with who you are and where you are at right now. Step 2, release blocks. Okay, I have a little story around this, a personal story. I feel a little bit shy to share it, but I'm going to anyway. I'm in a relationship right now, but before this, I was single for about 2 years, and I was single on purpose. I wanted to be single. I love being single personally. I think it's so much fun, and I enjoy the interactions that I get to have that I don't when I'm in a relationship. And so I'd been in this really, really quite traumatic, beautiful, but really traumatic relationship before that with a beautiful man who was definitely a soulmate, because in my terms, a soulmate is someone that helps you uncover the things in your soul that need to be brought out. And for me, he broke me in ways that I didn't know I could be broken. And it was wonderful. I learned what vulnerability what is. I learned how to just let go of some of the things that I was controlling in my life. And I learned to just, can you hear those crickets? They are so loud. So I'm sorry about that. He broke me, and then after that I was like, I just want to be single. I need to focus my attention on myself and heal the parts of myself that have attracted this situation, because I attracted him because I needed to be broken. But that doesn't mean it was a pleasant experience at all. And so I made a commitment and a vow to myself to just focus on me and my own growth and giving myself the things that I needed. And after about 2 years, so I was like playing around and flirting and stuff and having some little affairs, but nothing serious, and I wasn't willing to. But after about 2 years, I was like, actually, I'm at a point now where I feel like I'm ready to invite someone into my life. And I recognized that I'd had this soul contract with this ex of mine. And it was almost like being married. I was married on a spiritual and emotional level. And so I wasn't allowing myself to have intimate emotional connections with other men. So I did something that is called breaking a soul contract. And I went through the process, and I recognized the first time I did it, it didn't work because there was a part of me that said, no, I'm not ready. I don't want to break it. And I was like, wow, I thought I was so ready. What is this? So I kind of journaled, and I asked my inner wisdom and my guidance, my intuition, what needed to happen for me to be able to let go of this person and to let go of this soul contract. And it took 2 months of me going through process. So things would come up and I would recognize what they were. So beliefs around men, beliefs around relationships, limiting beliefs. My dad died when I was 10, so like my man stuff that needed to be resolved came up, and I worked through it. And it's an intuitive process. Some of you would know from coaching with me what this is like. And after 2 months, I tried again. And the second time, I could feel the soul contract broken. A weight was lifted off my shoulders. I felt completely different. And almost immediately, things changed. Within a week of doing that, the next 2 months were a whirlwind of beautiful interactions with new men and lots of dating and meeting really interesting people and soulful connections. And I was like, ooh, there's all these men everywhere all of a sudden. I know it was because I energetically shifted. And after 2 months, so 2 months after I broke the soul contract, I met my current partner. And it's amazing how quickly things change when we energetically do the work and shift the things that inside us that need to be in alignment to attract what it is that we want. So that was release blocks number 2. I know there's a long story, and there's a lot more to it, because releasing the blocks can also have to do with the limiting beliefs that I was speaking about earlier. And number 3, give yourself all that you desire. So this is like the 3 lower chakras: yellow, orange, and red. Root chakra, sacral chakra, and what's the other one? I'll put it in the post underneath. It's fulfilling our desires. So for me, I recognized there was an imbalance and I needed to change that. So I started going dancing more. I went to gigs. I connected with friends more. I made an effort to ignite that fire in myself by doing things that I loved: listening to music, dancing, masturbating. All of those things help ignite those desires within you, and are really, really important and valuable when you're trying to track what you want, because you literally need to give yourself what you desire in order for the universe to be able to understand and recognize what it needs to give you. So if you are an open channel to the things that you desire, you can receive them. If you are closed and waiting for them to miraculously appear out of nowhere, even though they might be there, you're closed and so they can't come in. Alright, I said I was going to break this video into two, so the break's here.